Hej, gramy dalej w Memento Mori, znajdujemy się przed biblioteką, no i kierujemy oczywiście Maxem. Razem z nami chodzi brat Andre. Wejdźmy do budynku.
We're closed. Go away. This isn't a public library.
Max, are you sure this is the right place?
This is the address Lara gave me.
I don't like this place at all. We should get out of here. Can't you feel it? This isn't a library. It's a mausoleum.
Stop trying to scare me, please. You're beginning to sound like Lara's aunt, and it's obvious you have never been to a really old library if you think that way.
Hello? Can you hear me? Go away, please. I'm going to call the police.
I'm sorry to disturb you. I just need to speak to you.
Do what you want. If you need me, I'll be in the lounge. It's not so musty back there. How can anybody work here?
You don't know too many librarians, do you, Andre? They love places like this.
Wygląda na to, że Andre nie będzie zbytnio przydatny w naszym śledztwie. Na razie to on się nudzi, szybko traci zainteresowanie tym, co robimy. Po prostu za nami łazi i robi jakieś uwagi. Ale to też ma swój urok. Biblioteki, księgarnie to są miejsca, które lubię w grach. No, ta jest skąpana w mroku, więc niewiele tutaj widać. Efektownie nie wygląda.
You do know this isn't a public library.
My name's Durand, and the guy admiring your collection is my brother. Lara Svedlova recommended you.
Smart girl, Lara. She'll go far. Since she sent you, you're welcome. What can I do for you?
My request may sound somewhat strange.
Then you've come to the right place. This is a somewhat strange library.
What kind of people would have the two symbols drawn here tattooed on their necks, and why?
Let me see them.
Here they are.
They're Mem and Vav. Two Aramaic, or if you prefer, Proto-Hebrew signs.
So they are from the Hebrew alphabet.
Not exactly, my friend. There are corresponding signs in modern Hebrew, but you would only find these particular ones in documents hundreds of years old.
Is there a significance to them?
Hard to say. Mem Vav is a root or a part of a great number of words. You say that someone had them tattooed on their neck? I'll have to find more information. And I've an idea where to start, but I'll need your help.
Sure. What should I do?
A thin book came in just last week, and I think it could have something about this in it. But what was its title? It came among the last books. I dare say last week, but I don't remember its name. Oh, that head of mine. I remember wondering how misleading its title was, seeing such symbols connected to Northern Europe. You should have a look in the book catalogue in the study.
How can I help you with it?
The new books are on the top shelf in the next room. I need you to find it and fetch it. I prefer not to climb so high anymore. Vertigo, you know.
Sure, I'll try.
No dobrze, będziemy szukać książki w bibliotece.
Would you believe it? These books are priceless.
What do you mean?
Are you blind? Do you see those two blue volumes over there?
Wait. That's Kipling. Turn of the last century. An expensive item.
It's worth $5,000, maybe $6,000. I think I'll take a look around.
Not right now.
On tutaj będzie cytował.
Maybe we got lucky. The custodian of the collection might be able to help us. But first, I must bring one book to him.
Także będzie widać tekst. Jeżeli masz marzenia, nie czyniąc ich panem, jeżeli myśląc celem nie czynisz myślenia, jeżeli triumf i porażkę w życiu napotkane, jednako przyjmujesz oba te złudzenia. Ach, zawsze uwielbiałem Kiplinga.
Just the same. I have always loved Kipling.
A pivotal historical work on a distinguished Orientalist. Catalog number C4423157. A courageous attempt from the 19th century to build bridges between science and faith. Catalog number C4423159.
Szukamy czegoś, co będzie pasować oczywiście.
Hyman Hurwitz, The Etymology and Syntax in Continuation of the Elements of the Hebrew Language, a work on Hebrew syntax and etymology, catalog number C4423162. A Discourse of the Bishop of Ely, catalog number C4423163. Science and Faith, Pantheism, Atheism, Rationality, catalog number C4423168. A Critique of Church Conditions from the First Half of the 16th Century, catalog number C4423170. Antique Morality Literature, catalog number C4423208.
A, to Seneca jest.
A Tract Dealing with Water Baptism Ritual, catalog number C4423209. Unitarian document compiled by a Bostonian pastor, catalog number C4423210. Psychoanalysis, Interpretation of Dreams, catalog number C4423212. The most recently added book. However, Freud didn't write about Hebrew signs. Psychoanalysis, Interpretation...
A chciałem to.
A historical treatise on various sects and occult fraternities in Scandinavian countries. Catalog number C4423211.
Sekty i bractwa okultystyczne. Końcówka 211 to może pasować.
I think I should focus on thinner books.
Dobra, cienkie książki nas
Is it
interesują.
this one? Could well be.
I teraz sprawdzamy w ekwipunku.
Perhaps this is the book.
Ładne okładki tutaj są. I chciałbym wam powiedzieć o Lovecrafcie, o jego oczywiście Necronomiconie, który jest w jego twórczości, w twórczości Lovecrafta wymieniany często. Autorstwo oczywiście szalonego Araba Abdullah al-Hazreda, czy jakkolwiek się to wymawia. I ja mam taki Necronomicon, bo czasem to wydają, że niby Necronomicon. Teraz też widziałem w Empiku Necronomicon, tylko że to jest taka złowroga księga, więc ona powinna być bogato zdobiona, ona powinna być taka złowieszcza z samego wyglądu, nie? A tutaj takie broszurki wydane jak zwykła książeczka, no to nie wiem, zupełnie nieklimatyczna. Gdyby były jakieś chociażby nawet takie okładki, jakieś ładne wydania, to można by pomyśleć o tym. Zaraz.
Perhaps this is the book.
159, to nie to.
Balfour Stewart, The Unseen Universe, or Physical Speculations on a Future State. Catalog number C4423159. Now I need to check I've got the right book. I'd better give this one a good once-over. Perhaps this is the book. Bertold Pustinger, Onus Ecclesiae, catalog number C4423170.
Też nie to.
Now I need to check.
Musimy najpierw odłożyć, jeśli chcemy wziąć kolejną.
I'd better give this one a good once-over. Perhaps this is the book. Hyman Hurwitz, The Etymology and Syntax in Continuation of the Elements of the Hebrew Language, a work on Hebrew syntax and etymology, catalog number C4423162.
To też nie to, więc musimy sprawdzić na kolejnych półkach. Braciszek bardzo pomocny w poszukiwaniach.
If I were you, I wouldn't do it. Max, you should be more careful. Do you know how dangerous a fall from such a height could be? Why don't you secure the ladder?
Więc jednak pomaga na swój sposób.
Now I need to check I've got the right book.
O, nie mówcie, że nie odłożyłem tamtej. O, masakra. Okej. Teraz już to zrobił sam. Odkładamy, przestawiamy po raz kolejny. Klimatyczne miejsce, trochę książek, dość ciekawych, takich starożytnych ksiąg. No i
I
sprawdźmy
better
te.
give this one a good once-over. Perhaps this is the book.
Tak, to będzie to.
John Christopher Stewart, Société Scania. The catalog number is C4423211. That looks promising.
Jeszcze sprawdźmy, porównajmy z tym katalogiem.
Yes, this is definitely the book the librarian talked about. I should hand it over to him.
Dobra, no to wracamy do bibliotekarza. Miejmy nadzieję, że będzie coś dla nas miał, jakieś informacje.
Is that it? I don't know. I don't think so.
My hair could turn grey in the process. Please look at it carefully. This must be it. The Hebrew doesn't quite fit the Scandinavian countries, but it's thin, and it's one of the last ones recorded in the catalogue.
Show me. You're probably right. Do not let yourself be fooled, my friend. Answers are sometimes hidden in unexpected places. I'll need some time now, and quiet, above all.
I'm sorry, I have an urgent phone call. Yes?
Trust me, you receive a truly divine gift from Max, Lara. Pandora's box is locked now, and you can't find the key. But that will soon change. What will you do with the key when that happens? Will you throw it away?
Dziwny jest ten narrator. Jakoś nie pasuje mi.
I've searched the whole database, but I have no results. Maybe I can find something useful in my history books at home. Afterwards, I should relax a bit in the museum garden and get some fresh air to get my thoughts together.
W ogrodzie muzealnym, ciekawe. O, wiadomość.
If I take it, it'll end up forgotten in a pocket, and that's the best case scenario. I know what the message is. Why would I read it again?
Aha, to co poprzednio, dobra. Pandora eksperci. Nie znaleziono żadnych wpisów. Puszka Pandory, nie znaleziono żadnych wpisów. Ciekawe, że w internecie nie da się znaleźć hasła puszka Pandory. A, w bazie Interpolu szuka. No dobra, niech będzie. Zadzwońmy do Maxa.
Hello, Lara. How are you doing?
Max, there's nothing I can do. There isn't one reference to Pandora's box in the database.
I must admit I haven't heard of Pandora either. Could it be someone new?
It's not likely, especially not with such a precious painting.
You're right, it's nonsense.
I'm not happy saying this, but this trail could lead nowhere. And how are you doing in Petersburg?
You won't believe it, but Ostankovich has just praised me. I found a cuckoo for him at the Hermitage. Unfortunately, it flew away.
Ostankovich will manage. Am I right in thinking that he won't be needing you anymore?
Unfortunately not. It doesn't look like it.
I'll keep my fingers crossed. Bye.
Right.
Ciekawe, czy to ten telefon otrzymał, kiedy skończył się poprzedni rozdział tam w bibliotece, czy nie? No dobra, no to w takim razie mówiła coś o parku muzealnym i relaksie tam. Świeże powietrze zawsze jest dobre. No chyba że pogoda jest bardzo niedobra, no to wtedy nie. Ci panowie tutaj cały czas stoją. Na straży chyba.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Never mind, my dear. They'll come back. This is their home now, and everyone comes home sooner or later. And what about you? Are you far from home? Why don't you sit down for a while?
Mam nadzieję, że nie karmi ich pieczywem.
My accent. You can tell, can't you? Yes, I am far from home. Very far.
See? They aren't afraid of you anymore. They know you're with me. Where are you from, then?
I grew up in Petersburg, Russia, and ended up here. At the Interpol headquarters.
Ah, so you are a policewoman, or perhaps a detective. That must be hard work for a young girl far from home.
You think I'm alone? Why? I'm not.
Yes, girl, you are. If you weren't, why would you be wandering through this park and wasting time chatting with an old man? You look tired. Is something worrying you?
Does it show so much?
It's not easy to hide your real feelings.
You're probably right. Yes, I'm trying to find someone, but I'm really just running round in circles.
And why are you looking for him, if I may ask?
If I don't find him, my friend could be in real trouble. I'm looking for someone who identifies himself with the symbol of Pandora's box.
Would that help your friend? How symbolic. Do you know all that was left in it after the woes of the world had been unleashed? One thing. Hope.
It is interesting, but it won't help me much. Do you have any more advice?
Don't lose hope. Hephaestus forged Pandora's box for the gods, and he also had hope. He hoped to be received amongst the gods, despite his physical disability.
He was disabled. I didn't know that. That could help me.
See? Hope dies last.
Thank you so much.
No właśnie, starszy człowiek w parku może nam pomóc w śledztwie. Swoją drogą Lara wyjawia mu takie szczegóły, których nie powinna osobie, której nie zna w ogóle, wyjawiać.
Did you notice they didn't fly away? They know you are not a threat to them.
Maybe you were right. Maybe I am lonely.
Do you want to talk about it?
Actually, there isn't much to say. I found someone here in Lyon, but it was a big mistake. He needed a mother, not a girlfriend. A babysitter on the phone. Whatever happened to him at work was a big thing, but he wouldn't listen when I talked about my day. The world rotated around him. I really don't need somebody to support me all the time. I just didn't have the strength to solve both our problems.
Shouldn't you be in a cafe with somebody else, not sitting here feeding the pigeons with me?
Me? I don't know.
You know what? Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe you will never learn to lie.
Listen, who are you?
An admirer of verses and a specialist on people. Florian Pelletier, retired for the time being.
I am Lara.
Nice to meet you, Lara.
I'll devote myself to my feathered friends again for a bit if you don't mind. If you'd like to chat again, I'll be happy to see you.
No dobra, wrócimy teraz do mieszkania Lary. I ona miała tam jakieś książki, coś związanego z mitologią, bo to widzieliśmy już w pierwszym odcinku, na samym początku.
A book called The Tales and Myths of Antiquity. Greek gods, heroes, monsters. I loved this, even when I was a little girl. Pandora's Box by the Greek poet Hesiodus. The box was originally created by Hephaestus. Pandora got it as a gift from Dios, but in reality, it was a tool of revenge on humans. Once Pandora opened the box, despite numerous warnings from her brother Epimethos and from Prometheus, poverty, sickness, sorrow, crime and other bad things were unleashed upon the world. The only thing that stayed in the box was hope. Interesting. Pandora's Box. Considered Hephaestus's work. And the man I'm looking for is somehow linked to this object, to this box. That could be a lead. So Hephaestus made Pandora's Box, despite his disability. He tried to please gods by this perfect piece, but they would still look down on him. I see it now. Hephaestus wasn't an ordinary blacksmith. He was an artist. That's why I didn't find his name in the database. He's someone who hasn't been hired to examine works of art before. I must do a database search among artists who have a physical disability.
See, Lara. In the end, you have discovered the secret of Pandora's box. What price are you willing to pay to look inside?
No nie wiem, nie pasuje mi ten narrator. On ma wprowadzić taki klimacik, taką atmosferę, ale jakoś, nie wiem, jest, jak to się mówi z angielska, out of place trochę. Zdecydowanie lepiej prezentowali się narratorzy w grach Dedelic Entertainment. No, ten tutaj jest taki jakiś patetyczny z tym swoim właśnie, z tymi swoimi uwagami. Tak jakby obserwował z góry tę sytuację i wiedział już, co jest dobre, a co jest złe. Jest takim moralistą trochę.
If my sixth sense is right, I must find Pandora now.
Artyści niepełnosprawni fizycznie. Abbey, John. To ciekawe, mamy do czynienia z mnichami. Abbey, no to tak jak opactwo trochę, nie? Zresztą gra The Abbey, gra przygodowa, miała kiedyś zostać wydana w Polsce, zdaje się, przez Nicolas. Natomiast no, później zniknęła z planu wydawniczego i nigdy nie doczekała się polskiej wersji językowej. Trochę szkoda. Jest wzorowana na imieniu Róży, to taki właśnie klimat tych klasztorów. John Abbey. Mężczyzna, 31 lat, w 2007 roku miał. Northampton, angielski, pseudonimy Papież. Fałszowanie sztuki, aresztowany. Urodzony w rodzinie zbankrutowanego biznesmena i sekretarza. Oboje rodzice zginęli w wypadku samochodowym, gdy miał 12 lat. On sam stracił lewą rękę. Anarchistyczne poglądy, udział w zakazanej demonstracji. W 2004 aresztowany za sprzedaż kilku podróbek. Dobra. Teraz Helmut Mayer. Srogi wyraz twarzy. Już starszy człowiek, tutaj przed 70. Ostatnio widziany w Nowej Zelandii, handel sztuką. Poszukiwany. Urodzony pod koniec II wojny światowej w rodzinie niemieckiego oficera i tancerki barowej. Studiował w Akademii de la Grande Chaumière we Francji. Karierę artystyczną przerwała nieudana operacja kręgosłupa. Raz skazany za oszustwa podatkowe. Obecnie poszukiwany za sprzedaż nielegalnie importowanych dzieł sztuki. No i pozostaje nam ostatni. Aurelio Diaz. Tutaj miał 44 lata. Wygląda nawet na ciut starszego, moim zdaniem. W Portugalii, w Amadorze. No, posługuje się kilkoma językami: portugalskim, hiszpańskim, angielskim, francuskim, włoskim. Pseudonim Hephaistos, czyli to będzie on, bo szukaliśmy właśnie informacji o puszce Pandory, znaleźliśmy informacje na temat Hephaistosa. Handel dziedzinami, fałszowanie sztuki. Właśnie chciałbym wiedzieć, co to było w oryginale. Tutaj akurat to tłumaczenie chyba nie do końca się sprawdziło. Aktualny status nierozwiązany. Urodzony ze znacznym upośledzeniem fizycznym, utalentowany malarz, ale nieakceptowany przez specjalistów z danej dziedziny, zmuszony do opuszczenia uczelni z powodu przestępstwa seksualnego. W 2000 roku został przyłapany na sprzedaży swojej podróbki podczas nalotu na Mercado. Fałszowania dzieł sztuki i sprzedaży 6 innych dzieł nie udało się udowodnić. Skazany na 16 miesięcy bez zawieszenia. Po 11 miesiącach spędzonych za kratami więzienia w Lizbonie został zwolniony za dobre sprawowanie. Wchodzimy w Hefajstosa.
See? The Hephaestus codename is no longer that mysterious, just like Pandora's box. Ostankowicz will undoubtedly be interested in this.
Zaraz go poinformujemy, ale przeczytajmy jeszcze. Hefajstos na rozkaz Zeusa stworzył puszkę Pandory, aby ukarać ludzi za kradzież przez Prometeusza ognia z Olimpu. Pandora z ciekawości otworzyła wieko pudełka, które zawierało różne nieszczęścia, a ludzie, którzy byli szczęśliwi do tej pory, zaczęli być nękani złem. Zobacz także Hefesto. Dobra, dzwonimy do Ostankowicza i to będzie koniec odcinka chyba, bo będzie koniec rozdziału.
Yes, Svetlova.
I found a forger in Portugal. His name is Diaz. If someone tries to sell the paintings, it's very likely that the buyer will contact him to have their authenticity certified.
Diaz? I've never heard of him, but any lead is good. Put a squeeze on him, find him, and get some information out of him. And leave your badge at home, will you?
What? I am to pack my things and go to Lisbon? Unofficially? And how should I squeeze him? You know his type, he won't tell me anything. And having or not having a badge won't change it. Going there would be useless. You know full well this isn't the way to do things.
Listen to me closely now, Svetlova. When I want to know how Interpol conducts an investigation, I'll ask you. But we're doing it my way this time. And before you start protesting again, ask yourself whether you want to help your friend Max or not. And just between the two of us, I can help your career too.
I didn't become a policewoman to...
Enough. I've just offered to help your career. But if this conversation goes on further, I might change my mind, and then we can discuss how much it would harm you to refuse.
And if I find out, that will be the end of it. Okay? You'll leave Max alone, I'll go back, and we'll forget it.
Of course. If your man leads us to the painting, I'll take care of the rest.
Good. I'll take some time off and I'll get back to you once I know something.
Good. Don't disappoint me.
Can you hear the sad music play? The sad music that accompanies stories without happy endings. Stories like yours. Welcome to Lisbon, Lara. Welcome to the city of 7 hills.
No i właśnie, sugeruje historię bez szczęśliwego zakończenia. To znaczy, że co? Nie będziemy mieć happy endu?
Rua das Flores. According to the Interpol database, Diaz, alias Hephaestus, lives here. Unfortunately, it's not mentioned in what flat exactly. I'll have to figure it out by myself. I wonder what his face will look like when I have to hit him hard to get the information I need out of him. It won't be a pleasant encounter, I think.
No dobrze, to już wszystko w tym odcinku. Mieliśmy 2 krótsze rozdziały, teraz będzie 1 dłuższy, na który poświęcimy cały odcinek. Także dziękuję Wam serdecznie za uwagę. Trzymajcie się, do usłyszenia.